take some inspiration from the Bard of Avon.
So clever, Mr. B. I could never fathom it myself. Didn't have the brain for it.
Nowadays, not so much brain as ill.
Such a wit.
One likes to think so. I take lines from him and others to improve them through context. Right, silence at last. I am grateful, children, because as we all know, talkers are no good doers.
So someone never stops talking.
Did I hear someone speak? What did you say?
Nothing, sir. One would like to say that nothing will come from nothing,
But I fear in your case retribution will be swift and fleet. But we know buts. Now, children, it is the end of the school year, and your various reports have come to my attention. Some of you are a credit to this establishment in your silent anonymity, whilst others are a constant source of annoyance and regret. Wait, sir, come here. Read this. Oliver is a delightful pupil with a great thirst for knowledge. He is always the first to ask questions and constantly wants to know more. It is impossible to ignore such an inquisitive and hungry child. While it is understood that his domestic situation is far from ideal, one wonders if it might not be possible to provide him with some further stimuli in a social setting. Far from ideal, sir? There, in black and white, asking questions, constantly wanting to know more, drawing attention to both yourself and to this institution. An institution that, I remind you, Twist, has nurtured and cared for you from your earliest days. And this is how you reward us, the unkindness cut of all. Is it any wonder that in 11 long years no one has come forward to foster or adopt you? But it says that I'm delightful people with a great thirst for knowledge. Exactly, Twist. Exactly. Ingratiating yourself with the teachers and seeking knowledge with which to bite the hand that feeds you. 11 years living off the sorely stretched resources of the local council, and then this. Oh, how the worm has turned.
Beautifully put, Mr. Bumble, if I may say so.
You may, Miss Corley, you may. A parasite since the day he was conceived in some drug-addled frenzy of lust. Yes, Oliver, we have always known it. A leopard can never change its spot.
And what do we do with this spotted parasite?
The trustees, of course. Then we'll speak still once more. And you, child, don't think that I've forgotten about you. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Shakespeare?
Not this time. Traditional proverb. But quite appropriate, I believe, as both of these miscreants will be taught those traditional values they seem to be so lacking. Take him to his room, Miss Corley. Take him to his room to contemplate his misdeed.
Lock him up?
There is no need for that. He will not leave, for there is nothing as imprisoning as their own perception.
And flayed flesh.
An old saying, spare the rod and spoil the child. I beg to suggest that no spoilt children on my watch.
None at all, Mr. Bumble. None at all.
Tremble, thou wretch that hath forbidden thee undevoured crimes, unwit of justice. Another miscreant, Bumble. The worst, Mr. Smith.
And the offence?
Why, the child did bear false witness against this very establishment and his treatment herein.
Justice will overtake fabricated and false lies and witnesses.
Beautifully put, Mr. Smith. Beautifully put.
Have you anything to say, boy? You false and malicious child.
If we're true to ourselves, we can't be false to anyone. Sir, Twist. Sir, if we're true to ourselves, then we cannot be false to anyone. Sir, I apologise for his ill manners, Mr. Smith. Are you all brothers?
A brotherhood, you might say. Why do you ask, boy?
You're all called Smith.
Indeed we are. Shall we tell you why?
Enlighten the wretch, do so.
Should you ever seek to inform anyone in the proceedings in this room, you will tell a tale of various people, all coatsmen, who believe such a far-fetched tale.
If you please, sir, would you peruse this school report?
Always wanting more. Gentlemen, are we unanimous?
We are.
Oliver Twist. You are to be severely chastised by Mr. Bumble in the presence of us all here present. You will submit to his punishment and our pleasure in total silence. Should you speak or scream, it will start again. There is one exception. Should any of us ask if you have anything to say, you will repeat this line. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Bumble, you may begin. Do you have anything to say?
Please, sir, I want some more.
So be it.
Do you have anything to say?
Please, sir, I want some more.
So be it.
Do you have anything to say?
Please, sir, I want some more.
That is enough for one day, but there will be others. Take him away, Bumble, to contemplate his miserable existence.
You are willing to foster the boy, Mr. Stowbridge. The trustee looks hard at him and would have him elsewhere.
And am I elsewhere?
You are somewhere where he will be supervised and his silence ensured. Somewhere where his present state does not eclipse his past.
Well, I assume the recompense will make it worth my while.
Wait until you see the boy. You will realize that all that glisters is not gold.
And social work, I have a certain reputation.
Reputation is an idle and false imposition. There will be no problem from any of the authorities. I have had assurances from Mr. Smith.
All Mr. Smith.
All Mr. Smiths that you meet all the criteria and are a fit and proper person to expand your foster family.
At the same financial terms, fostering does not come cheap.
You will have your pound of flesh. Would you see the boy?
I would.
Bring forth the school. Hold your head up, boy. Well,
I am thinking I could take on the boy. Out of the goodness of my heart.
well, Oliver, seems someone has finally taken pity on you, miserable wretch that you are. This kind gentleman has offered to foster you in his own home. What say you? Do you like the gentleman? He looks to be a kind person, Miss Bumble, sir. The devil has power to assume a pleasing shape.
I'll take the boy from you, Bumble. It is, of course, my Christian duty. Now, this is the reason why I'm doing this. It is, of course, my Christian duty to protect and nurture those unfortunate souls that have been dealt a poor hand in the game of life. The deal is done.
Methinks you speak an infinite deal of luck. All's well that ends well, Mr. Stowbridge. I'll deliver the boy to you this very evening.
Well, to quote the good book, let's not become weary in doing good.
The devil can recite scripture for his purpose. Come, boy, time to pack your things. Though you won't need much time for that. I have something special in each part. Don't take anything that's not yours. I won't, Mrs. Bumble. Just like mine.
Mrs. Ash, will you have the goodness to come here for a moment, my dear? This is the boy I told you of, Oliver Twist.
He's very small.
He'll grow, Miss Sowerby. He'll grow.
I dare say he will. At our expense.
He comes with the usual recompense, Mrs. Ash. We will not be out of pocket if we do not spoil the boy.
Spoiling him would be a great mistake, replied Mrs. Well, Charles is never grateful, and how sharper than a serpent's tooth it is to have a thankless child. I will leave the boy with you now and bid you farewell. Remember, be cruel only to be kind. Love that begins and worse remains behind.
Well, Oliver Twist, I suppose that you are hungry.
Oh, yes, Mr. Sowerby. Very hungry.
Charlotte, my dear, come here a minute. This is Oliver, my husband's latest indulgence. This is my daughter, Charlotte. If I'm not around, you obey her as you would me. Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Take him to the kitchen and give me leftovers for the dog.
Sit down. Look, there are worthy establishment figures that would have it so. They put their trust and faith in us to maintain his silence.
And will they maintain their silence about us?
Well, the thing is that if they fall, then we fall, and that means that it's mutual benefit, and reputational benefit, and financial
Not to mention the
benefit.
benefits of another kind.
Well, those are perks of the trade, my dear. Those are perks of the trade.
And how do those perks benefit me?
Well, this house, the designer clothes, the exclusive memberships, the expensive holidays.
Mere material
Maybe
terms.
your gentleman friends seem to fill your emotional void.
Sneeze must. Whose voice is ignored by you.
That void is a barren desert. To me, the sterile crater of a volcano that has lost all its heat to the distant past.
One day, this volcano might erupt with white-hot fury and destroy all in its path.
And doing so destroy itself.
You disgust me.
How alike we are.
And your other indulgence? How will he react when you puppy in the doghouse?
Noah is a good boy. He knows that what is good for me is good for him.
Fed like a Christmas turkey, ready for plucking.
Well, we'll leave you to get better acquainted, and we shall get better acquainted later. Oliver, I am sure we are all going to be the best of friends.
I'll send Noah down, introduce him to the competition for my husband's affections, and tell him he does not have to stand on the ceremony.
Well, little orphan boy, how does it feel to be out of that place? It's good to be welcomed into respectable home. Respectable. You'll learn, orphan boy. You'll learn.
Who's this then?
This is Oliver, arrival from the
Say hello to Noah, Oliver.
Hello, Noah.
How old are you?
11, Noah.
Mr. Claypole to you, orphan boy. Suppose you don't know who I am?
No, Miss Claypole.
Olivia. I've done for a while. Part of the family, you might say. Mrs. Sowerberry likes me, she does. And so does Mr. Sowerberry. His favourite I am.
I'm mine, Noah.
Hear that, orphan? Everyone's favourite. And that's the way it's going to stay. Not going to change now as a new runt in the letter. Got that?
Yes, Mr. Claypole.
Can't hear you, runt. Got that?
Yes, Mr. Claypole.
Ooh, Noah. Mr. Claypole. Makes you sound almost respectable.
What do you mean? Almost respectable.
Well, we all know why you're really here.
I'm here because the Sowerberries like me, and I do whatever is needed to keep them like me until the time comes when you and me, Charlotte, can take what Mr. Sowerberry owes us and get out together. Ain't that right?
Yeah, Noah. We owe so much.
So, this is how it is, runt. Mr. Sowerberry might think that he rules this house, but really I do. I do favours for him, and he gives me what I want. Mrs. Sowerberry likes me because I keep his attentions away from her, and Charlotte loves me because I pays her attention. That's how it is, and that's how it's going to stay. Till I decide things are going to change.
Yes, Mr. Claypole.
You're under me, runt! Bottom of the pile! Like any runt, you're the last to be fed. You do what you're told by Mr. S, Mrs. S, Charlotte, and especially by me.
Lick his shoes, runt.
What?
Lick his shoes.
You heard her. Lick my shoes. Look at him, little runt of the litter wanting affection. No affection here, no affection anywhere.
You show him, Noah. Show him what affection feels like. How it hurts.
How does it feel, runt boy?
I've had worse.
Oh, I'm sure you have, but I haven't started yet. Never had affection before, and never will. Want to know what affection is, lad? Look here. This is affection for you, and here's your share. Show him, Charlotte. Why were you in the orphanage, runt?
Mr. Bumble told Mr. Sowerberry, who told my mother, who told me, that his mother was a junkie. Found on the streets. Died while they were cutting the runt out.
So it's your fault then. Killed your own mother.
I did not.
Yes, you did. Killed your junkie mother.
It's not true.
Did the world a service. One less junkie on the streets.
Don't say that.
Shame you lived. If you died as well, it would have been one less burden in the world.
Stop it.
Just think, runt. If you died, they could have put you in a box with your junkie mother, wrapped in hair-punctured arms, a perverse picture, dying together for an affection fix. Well, you blew your chance, runt. You lived. No affection now or ever. Whatever you get from the nameless men of the orphanage or from Mr. Sowerberry, it's not affection. I know that, but I'll get my share. You'll get nothing. That's what you killed your mother for. She was nothing, and you killed her for nothing.
What'd you say?
Now I've got him. She was nothing, and you killed her for nothing.
And you know nothing.
Look how he struggles, Noah.
What's this, orphan?
Ooh. Is it gold, Noah? Could you give it to me as a present?
Leave it alone. That was my mother's.
Well, she doesn't need it any longer, does she? Give it to me, Noah.
You leave that alone. This for Mrs. Smith, and this, and this, and this, and this. This for Bumble. This for Sandra. Get off it. This for your mother. Ah! And this is for my mother. It's something. She was something. She was real. This is real. Real.
Oh, I've gone mad.
Charlotte, for Miss Bumble. Give it to me, grab him.
Trying. Keep away from me.
Get away from me.
Keep him away from me.
Here's money. Take it all. Just leave us in peace.
Bumble's coming.
Not for me, he's not. I won't need nothing. I won't need something. I won't need better than you.
This is all your fault.
any trouble, be it for me or for you. To be or not to be, that's
Oh,
it.
shut up, you fool. Let me think. We are fine. We have the records. We can't deny that he was here, so if asked, we use everything to prove that he was. The trustees will support us. Nothing happened here. The establishment will attest to that. Whatever happened after he was fostered is not our concern. Others approve the sourberries, not us.
Nobody rids me of this meddlesome boy.
Oh, pay attention. The Smiths will circle the wagons, and in protecting themselves, protect us all. Although, you are right in one way, it would be a lot easier if the wretch just disappeared from the face of the earth.
Then let us hope his candle burns but briefly. It is lies but a walking shadow, a poor prayer that struts and frets its hour upon the stage, then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
tell the story still, but there is one common thread. Suffering. Wherever they will come from. Remember where. Suffering knows no boundaries. Some have come, like you, from the street in this country to get back to work. Some from elsewhere, for more torture, brutality, and violation, arrived in a variety of ways looking for someone to be safe, away from detention, even here, where we are from.
Yeah, illegal.
Quiet, Charlie. Same as Oliver, my dears. Hi, nice to meet you. So you're a charity? Oh yeah, very charitable. All heart we are.
Redistribution, Oliver. That's what we believe in. The redistribution of wealth from some to others. The redistribution of certain objects for the benefit of others. The redistribution of control from the entitled few to others. Ah, my dear boy, you're looking at some of my little hobbies.
Do you sell phones, miss?
Recycle them. That's what we do.
Yeah, I do all the time.
I'm off them with a little jiggery phones in here as good as new. Ready to be passed on.
I was never allowed a phone. You'll get your hands on plenty of phones, Megan.
All in good time, George. Let's know much things. Now, where are my manners? Have you been over?
Not for ages.
George, take over into the kitchen again, bed. Digging might accuse of many things. The starvation is not one of them. A hungry child is only half a child, with half the loyalty we expect. To work, my dears.
I want them now. That's what you said, and I'll have them now, or I'll leave my mark on you.
Bill, there's no need for violence.
Universal language, Fagin, understood by all, and one that I'm fluent in.
And the money?
The package first.
Here. Only the best. From all over. UK, Europe, America, Far East.
Not bad.
Not bad. Perfect is what they are. An artist is what I am. No one will ever know what changes that we made.
Here's your money, you disgusting toad.
Wondering, Bill, just wondering, how much do your clients pay for these little works of art, and how little it gets back to me?
You'll get what you're given. Complaining I'll cut off your thieving hands.
Careful, Bill, when one's damage kills the trade.
This is the only tool I need.
No need for violence, Bill. You and me, we're so different. You may have muscle, but I have power. Goons are 10 a penny. I'm one of a kind.
Don't push it, Fagin. Who's this?
Oliver, my dear, you're awake. It's no good idea to creep around at night.
The noise woke me.
Yeah, Mr. Sykes here is known for many things, but subtle understatement is not one of them.
What?
Oliver, this is Bill. He protects us in our various little interests. Bill, this is Oliver, new arrival from up north.
Turn around, boy. Let me look at you. Innocent looking. Now, I've used for this one, Fagin. Is he trained?
Not yet, about to start.
We'll see that you do, and let me know when he's useful. And you, forget anything you might have seen, or I'll beat it out of you.
Who was that man, Megan? I ran away from beings.
Oliver, our people here and what we do might attract those who want to stop us, or worse, harm us. Bill protects us in our little business. He might be a bit rough, but he's known to be quite useful. He won't harm you, promise. Now, what you see?
Money. Passports.
Just another one of our little operations. A social enterprise.
A what?
Something that's for the greater good. Some people might need a passport and need a passport quickly and can't get one. Some people are quick enough but can't get one because the system doesn't work. We help those people bypass the system. For a small fee, they can have a passport without long delays or difficult questions. And the money they get helps me keep this place running, and it's after you, Dodge, Charlie, and all the other little munchkins.
What do you mean about training?
Wait till tomorrow, Oliver.
nice a good time. He said to tell the weasel to get on with it, or I'll do it myself.
Said that, did he? Well, what do you think? Would you like to earn your keep here?
Yes, please, Fagin. You've been so kind to me.
Well, there's no time like the present. You, Natasha, the entertainer. You, and you, on the deck. Nancy, Beth, you're the target. Rest of you, the crowd. You watch me all over. We're going wet.
My phone! I've been robbed!
Stop! Enough! Well, Oliver, what do you think? Wasn't that careless girl?
But she didn't lose the things. They got taken.
Oliver, my dear, she's rich. When was the last time you went on a holiday abroad? Never. She can't afford it. Tourists can. They spend all this money to come over here. And where does that money go? To banks, hotels, restaurants. They have more than enough money already. What about us, the poor people? We all have a living to make. Some sell stupid souvenirs at stupid prices. Photographs that never arrive. Exclusive handmade crafts are items you must swipe up and buy the deck. We all need a piece of cake. And our piece comes from making things disappear.
But poor Nancy.
Would never be so stupid as to get dipped. Bless you, Oliver, but no one will get the better of me, except in a game like this.
Okay? The game of give and take. We give our culture to visitors and take our due. The tourist tax, if you will. Keep the Indian economy going. And the tourist goes home with us with a story to tell. Happiness all around.
Not have a try.
I'm not sure if it's ready yet.
What do you think, young Oliver? You ready to join me in the game?
On the game.
On the game!
Please, Miss Nancy. If you'd like me to.
Right, start again. This time Oliver, from next to the floor, take what you can and disappear. Go begin.
I've been robbed! Again! Robbed for something very bad and precious! What on earth am I going to do?
Oh, you're not young rascal, Oliver. Come on, just a treasure you took from her.
I think he's trying to tell you something, Dad.
We need a lot more than that.
We play again, Miss Nancy.
Another time, Oliver. We've work to do. You keep playing the game of Fagin and the gang, because before long, you'll be stealing more than my heart.
See you later. You've gone to Nancy, Oliver. I've never met anyone like her. Is this all up too? Taking things from tourists? She leaves strangers of other things. I don't understand.
Nancy, Ben, some of the older girls live upstairs. Bill and I protect them in their work. They provide something that is very high in demand. Pay us enough for one night. You keep up your work, Oliver, and you'll have all sorts of nights in your arm.
There can never be more than one Nancy.
Well, it's in hand. Fagin's got a new boy. Innocent looking, no like the others, nobody would suspect.
Speaks English.
From up north, runaway, don't want to be fired and reliable. Being trained, Nancy's been keeping an eye. Fond of him, she is. Sent him to Madrid. Time scale. Fagin reckons he's ready to go out.
Keep me posted. I'm expecting a delivery soon and want everything in place. Nothing left to chance.
Is it worth the risk? Fagin's operation is raking it in and the girls are busy.
Leave the business details to me, Sykes.
I'm expanding, joining the Major League.
No,
and the boy is just perfect.
Where's this where I live, Nancy? Up Hampstead Way, that's all I know.
Get an address.
How am I supposed to get that?
Go back to your man, do whatever it takes to give him, more than a tickle. Just get that address. Then you and me will get the boy back.
I won't do it.
Oh yes, you will.
No, Bill.
Yes, Nancy, do it!
For the best, Nance. Best for you.
Best for you. Now move.
You are perfectly safe here with us, Oliver.
Absolutely. But it would help if you told them what you've been up to in London, where you've been staying.
I can't.
Why not?
I don't want to cause trouble.
We're trying to keep you away from trouble, Oliver.
They'll send me back to the children's home. Please, I can't go back to Mudfog. I won't go back.
Nothing has been decided about that. But it would help if you told us the truth. There are some important people who can help.
Important people like the Mr. Smiths. I know all about important people, and I want nothing to do with them. I won't beg for more.
Beg for more? What do you mean, child?
That's what important people do. They beat you and they make you ask for more. They beat you and worse.
All right, Oliver. That's enough. No more questions. No one is going to beat you. I will show you to your room. You will be perfectly safe there.
You talk, we might have an issue. Mudfog Children's Home. Get me everything you can. Names, trustees, staff, incidents. But tell nobody. No, absolutely nobody. I have a feeling this might be part of something very big.
Miss Corny. How long has it been now since Mr. Corny passed away?
10 years or more? Why do you ask, Mr. Bumble?
It's just that you're a fine woman.
I am an old woman, Mr. B.
To me, fair friend, you can never be old. For as you were when first your eyes I had, such seems your beauty still.
You speak in riddles.
You're a fine woman who would grace any man's bed.
Oh, why, Mr. B? One might think you are propositioning me. Is there something you want of me?
My poor body, madam, requires it. I am driven on by the flesh, and he must needs at the devil's right.
I am wondering why your lust has arisen so suddenly. Speak plain to me and tell me your reasons.
Respectability. My dear. If a home were to be run by a married couple, then all suspicion is allayed. And of course we both have independent means. When your poor husband died, I believe left you in a comfortable position. I would be comfortable with you, my dear.
You are a man of business, I see.
And business is best when mixed with pleasure. She hath more hair than wits, and more faults than hair, and more wealth than faults. Ah me, how weak a thing a woman's heart is.
More of your conversation would infect my brain. Away, you 3-inch fool.
My dear.
Got a word for Air Charlotte.
Sure did, Noah.
Anything on the news?
It's all the local news. Local businessman
Mention us.
Nothing. Just as well.
What do you mean? I thought we might be famous.
Use your brains, Noah. We wouldn't want our picture all over the place. The police would have us in no time.
That's why we're in London. Hide in the crowd.
More people to hide from. Eyes and ears around every corner. You wouldn't want people to know it was us anyway. His wife's daughter and you might come up with things he did to you.
Yeah, serves them right. I should have hit him harder.
You should have hit him full stop. It was me that took the rolling pin to his head.
You just got in first. I was busy going through a strongbox. It wasn't very strong.
You had a key
And you know what I had to do to get it.
in gruesome detail.
I wonder what your mother thinks.
That she's furious that we did it and not her.
And how much did we get?
Couple of grand as credit cards.
Wouldn't use those if you've any sense.
What are you talking about?
Credit cards, use them and you'll get traced.
He's right, Noah. We should get rid of him.
I'll get rid of them for you. Know someone about using them.
What do you want?
I might be able to help you.
We don't need any help.
Yes, you do. Couple of grand won't go very far. Got anywhere to stay?
We'll find somewhere.
I can find you somewhere.
And steal all our money?
You can keep your money. 2 grand, peanuts.
What's in it for you then?
I've got a little job needs doing up Hampstead way.
Not dangerous, is it?
Not for hardened criminals like you. And you can cover your faces.
And if we say no?
You won't. Not if you know what's good for you.
And after?
I'll be in your debt. Free accommodation and some bits of work.
No choice. Have we?
None. How old are you?
7, 18?
My friend Nancy will find work for you.
And me?
Something will come up. Now, give me those credit cards and I'll explain the job that needs doing.
Now, you keep close to me, Oliver. I do love the heath at this time of year. The air seems so clean compared to the rest of the city. And a breath of good, clean air is just what you need before children's services this afternoon. I'm scared, Mrs. Brownlow. They'll send me back to Mudfog. Oliver, my dear, you mustn't worry yourself. Mr. Brownlow will do everything in his power to stop that. From what you've told us, we believe there is every chance social services will think your best interests lie in being here with us. We might not be able to prove everything you said, but it might be enough to do further investigation. In those circumstances, it wouldn't be right for you to go back there. And I'm sure they'd rather have you back. Mr. Brownlow is making some very important phone calls as we speak, and I'm sure everything will be just fine. Oh, I do hope so. These past few days have been the happiest ever. Would you like to stay with us, Oliver? Until you're much older. I'd like to stay with you forever, Mrs. Brownlow. Well, if things go the right way, then stay with us you will. There is one thing, though. If you are to stay for a long time, I think Mrs. Brownlow is a bit formal. It makes me sound like a teacher. If you want it, you could call me mother. Oh, I didn't mean to upset you. I'm not upset, it's just I've never called anyone that before. Do you know anything about your real mother? Nothing. Someone told me she was a junkie. People can have problems for all sorts of
fact, she kept it for you. She must have loved the baby she never saw so much. I know. Surely she didn't know you were going to be Oliver.
I thought it might be Arundel, but I can't think of any names.
There aren't many. Let me think. Oh, how about Olivia?
Olivia and Oliver. That's funny.
It's so lovely to see you smile and hear you laugh. It's like the clouds have lifted and the sun's come out to play. I am sure she would be so proud if she could see you now.
Give it here!
Run, Oliver! Run for help!
Help!
Got you. You're coming with us.
Let me go! Help!
Shut it, little runt, or I'll shut it for you.
Come on, Oliver. The boys will take pictures when it's the mummy and he's upset. There's a poor woman there who needs help. And they told him to phone an ambulance. Come on, darling. No need to be upset. You're safe now. Those that love you, the bad people have gone away.
Shift your arse, you little shit. Bumble, that a certain lawyer in London is asking questions about young Oliver Twist and his life in this institution.
It would be most unfortunate if this were to become anything more serious.
There are Smiths in many high places and they'll protect their own interest at any cost.
It would be a shame if the questions became too intrusive and a scapegoat to be found.
I would be happy to report to them that I have absolute confidence in the managements and operations here. Absolutely, Mr. Smith. Discretion is my middle name, as is loyalty and integrity and dependency. There is nothing to be discovered in the dark recesses of mudfolk's children at home. Why wash away the mud and clear the fog, and this institution will shine as a beacon of nurturing caring. Why any decent-minded person cannot fail to be dazzled by the brightness of mudfolk. And as I always say, to thine own self be true, as it must follow, the night the day, thou canst not then be false to any man.
Make sure you're not false to us, Bumble.
Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, no child here would dare speak ill of their treatments. And if, when they leave, they become corrupted, well, it shows in them the innocence and purity that we prize so highly. Why, we would think anything otherwise than a home run by such a moral, upstanding, married couple.
Of course, and how's the blessed union?
The curse of marriage, that we call these delicate creatures our own and not their appetites. Our patterns are made of nothing but the finest parts of both.
The instances that second marriage move a base respect of thrift, but none of love. Love is a spirit all compact of fire.
Yeah, if music be the food of love, play on. But remember, Bumble, play our song and dance to our tune.
You and I have passed our dancing days.
Mrs. Brownlow was mugged. What was your part in that, I wonder? Who's going to believe you? a runaway.
They were kind to me.
And this is how you repay their kindness. You're safe now, safe with us. And you'll stay safe as long as you stay with us to do what we need you to do. Fail, Oliver, and you'll not be safe. Bill here has a way of dealing with gratitude. And at the moment, I'm letting you with him as well.
Let him be, Fagin. Thank you so much.
Get off me! You were part of it.
She was doing what she needed to do to lessen you all alert.
Enough. It's over. We've got work to do.
Fagin, we're done for.
Well,
What is it, Dodge?
speak.
She's dead. The woman on the heath. She banged her head and died in the ambulance. It's all over the news. They're looking for witnesses. 2 parents with an autistic son. No!
Right, that's sealed it. No going back now, Oliver. No, the murder having no real.
A witness, he says.
And the husband, Oliver can make it for days out.
It's for the best. Dead women tell no tales, and the boy can't leave us now. Get him ready, Fagin. The boy's going on a trip to the seaside. 1 hour. Nancy, leave him. Come.
Seaside, though. What's the game?
You, me, and the boy. Nice little family trip out. I've got a package to deliver, you see, and the law are getting wise to kids travelling across the country on their own. This way it's all respectable.
Hasn't he been through enough, Bill?
I say, when he's had enough. Don't go soft, Nancy, or you know what'll happen. Get yourself all togged up for a day out.
Mr. Sykes,
What is it?
the woman's dead.
Yes, I heard you killed her. That was stupid.
I panicked when I saw Oliver. I thought he would recognise me.
You know him?
From Mudfog,
The orphanage?
when he was fostered.
With the people you robbed?
Yeah,
And?
I thought I was on a cushy number. Keep old Sourberry happy and get special treatment like. And you, pretty boy, could have changed that. I had a go at him. He went berserk. All I tried to do was take his locket and he went mad and attacked us all. He's a vicious little slug when he wants. And I thought that if he saw me, he might go from one again.
A locket?
Gold lamp. Said it was his mother's.
I like gold, Bill.
How will I get out of this?
It's only me that can save your skin, but it'll cost you.
Whatever it takes.
We'll start with a down payment of $2 grand, and the rest you can make up in kind. You belong to me. You're safe as long as you're useful.
But it wasn't me that hit her. It was Charlotte.
She owes me too.
Where is Charlotte?
Tell him, Nancy.
She stays upstairs with me and some other girls. It won't be long before she's working the night shift.
Now get out of sight. Don't do anything stupid or I'll shock you. Go on. I've got work to do. Nancy, play your cards right and I might give you a gold locket as a present.
With this hat on there, and these sunglasses, got to keep you safe from the sun.
And prying eyes.
What are we doing here?
Don't ask questions, just do as you're told.
Here, take this little frock. Just sit and then,
Got your bag?
yes, right. When we see another family the same, you go play for our child. Take the bag. When we call you, you come back, but bring the other bag instead.
Got it?
Yes.
Don't mess it up if you know what's good for you.
Off we go, okay? bye to your new friends and come back to Mum and Dad? We've got to go home now.
Come on.
Now, Oliver.
Well, well, happy family.
Having a nice day out, are we?
Quality family time.
Piss off, guys. Ooh, bad words from the child. Should be ashamed of yourself. What do you want?
See, it's just for out the day and spent all our money. Got to buy a present for our dear old ma. Right, Texas coming up to live one day out.
Your point.
Really bad boy, and we'll go back to my all happy life.
You can't have it. It's my mother's.
What's the one you've got there, Miss? You're taking with me.
On your way.
I don't think so.
I won't tell you again.
We won't tell you.
Nancy!
That's enough, Oliver. Come on.
Well, I'm here at the seaside.
Bill, it's Oliver. He's been stabbed. Can you walk, Oliver? What do we do?
Leave him.
No, Bill, we can't do that. They might come back. And besides, he knows too much. Said so yourself.
Shit, right, you get the bag, I'll carry it into the car. Oh, and Nat. What? You fought well there. Who says I don't love you? Yeah, better be. Any trouble? We handled it. Handled what?
Tell him, Bill.
What is it? Group of scumbags tried to rob us. Wish they hadn't, but the boy got stabbed. Serious? Enough. Where is he now? You don't want any awkward questions. Downstairs at Fagan's. Nancy, Bet, and some of the girls are looking after him. He'll live. They've seen worse.
Poor boy. Oli's been through. What's this? Locket? Present from Bill.
Where'd it come from? Just picked it up.
Where did it come from?
From the boy. Give it to me.
It was the present.
And now you're going to present it to me. Do as he says, Nancy. Too good for a thieving slut. Where did the boy come from? Children's home, Mudfog up north. Gone away for a few days. Business. Keep an eye on that boy. Make sure no one knows where he is and that he goes nowhere. Nowhere at all.
And you are?
Let's just say I have a particular interest in the boy.
Correct.
I can assure you, Mrs.
Bumble.
And do I address Mr. Bumble?
You haven't got honor?
I can assure you, Mr. and Mrs. Bumble, that I'm not the press, or social work, the police, or any other official body. My interest in Twist is purely personal, family, you might say.
You might say so, sir.
I do say so.
Words.
Listen to my words. I have come a long way to find out everything I can about Oliver Twist, and you are going to tell me everything you know.
If you were to offer us something enticing, sir, it might loosen our tongues. A certain newspaper has already made a substantial offer. The boys all over social media. Ever since that unfortunate incident on Hampstead Heath, it appears everyone wants some information, and if I have some, I might be open to a good offer.
This is my offer. Tell me everything you know, and I won't torch this place with you and all your orphans inside. My good sir, goodness, and I are distant bedfellows. Now tell me everything, madam, and I won't slice your husband up rasher by painful rasher.
Slice away, for so shines a good deed in a weary world.
Tell him! He's a facelift, madam. One slice under your chin, and I'll pull that hag-ridden face of yours right over your head. If you could do that first row, it would take great pleasure. I would then tell all, for no profit grows, for no pleasure is taken.
I grow weary of this.
All right. Oliver Twist brought here as a baby 11 years ago. Go on. Mother died during birth, father unknown. Tell me more about the mother. That's all I know. She was some unknown junkie. The child was addicted when born, almost died. Where is Twist now?
No one knows. Fostered him out, and the wretch attacked the foster family and ran away.
And this?
I came with the boy. All he had. I was keeping it safe. That old thief must have stolen it from me.
And you're sure it's his?
The social worker who brought him in said it was the only thing he had left his mother after he'd been detoxed.
Well, you have been most enlightening.
And our payment?
Your reward is to live together in wedded bliss.
It is sinless to live when to live is torment.
Oh, away, you mouldy rogue! Would thou were clean enough to spit upon it!
All is well, Nancy. You grow stronger. You suffered so much for so many people. We've all suffered. Look what Bill's done to you, what you've become. Bill's just Bill. Has his faults, but he's still my Bill. He cares for me. I know he does. When he's not selling your arse to the highest bidder. Do you think he'll still want you when the money stops? No. Get another young thing and grind her down till she looks just like you. Bitch.
He won't get better any quicker with you two sitting watching him. Get back and earn some money. And put that Charlotte to work. Time she earned her keep.
You coming too, Bill?
Bit of business first, then I'll be there.
You go on. I'll be there shortly.
But why? Doesn't matter why. I just want the boy dead. Besides, I pay to protect my interests, and it's within my interest that Oliver Twist disappears from the face of this earth.
Anything is possible.
You'll be well paid.
If we knew why.
Just suppose that there was a wealthy young woman that a certain young gentleman had designs on her wealth. And just suppose that, despite the best romantic liaisons, this woman wouldn't marry the man, so the wealth was still all hers. Now, if this woman were to unfortunately fall into the dependency on certain substances, she might be persuaded to sign over that wealth to the gentleman in return for her ongoing supply. Once done, this gentleman might not have any further use for her and would leave her to get her fix from wherever she could. How convenient for him if she were to sink so far into the gutter that she could never return. But how unfortunate it would be if it turned out that this woman had a son, the rightful owner of all her wealth. It would be inconvenient if that were the case and the child could be proved to be her son.
ever dies.
Nancy will be upset.
Yeah, well, Nancy's got no head for business.
All heart, no brains. Folks can do something stupid.
Nancy will do as she's told. Her heart belongs to me.
Oh, Oliver, sweet child. In her innocence, I see the girl I once was and how far I've fallen. I love Bill. But he is the reason for my fall from grace. In you I see redemption. Forgive me for what I've done to you and pray that Bill forgives me for what I've begged to do for you.
Nancy, what are you still doing here?
Just go in, Bill. Got something I need to do, then I'll get to work.
Something's not right for her, Bill. Feel it.
She'd never do anything to cross me.
Of course, Bill. Let's just hope that's a punish on the poacher.
That's not how it works. She better not be trading on her own. Noah, job for you. Shift your arse here now. Nancy's gone walkabout. I want to know who she meets and where. Shift yourself if you know what's good for you. Won't have any moonlighting from any of the girls, so you better stop to that.
There's things I can't tell you because they involve a certain gentleman of my acquaintance. But I'll tell you everything I can. I'll fake it again. Illegals and runaways who steal phones and passports. That's who took Oliver in. And that's where he is now. He's in danger.
Danger?
He got stabbed.
We said an ambulance.
He doesn't need an ambulance. He needs the police. I was looking after him. And there was this man, Monks. He wants Oliver killed. I heard him. He was telling this story to Fagin, and then he wants to do it.
What story?
He said, just suppose there was a wealthy young woman, and that certain young gentleman had designs of her wealth. And just suppose...
Mr. Sykes, it's Nancy is meeting that lawyer. The one who's been on the news asking about Oliver. The one whose wife Charlotte done it. Most of it. Fagin and the gang. How someone called Monks wants Mother dead. And something about drugs and money.
Why should I believe you?
Because it's true. He's in danger, and the man said, Oliver is my son and I want him dead. See to it. You've got to get the police. Save him.
Did you hear that? Yes, I hear you. See you later.
Why are you telling me this? Surely you must be a idiot too.
It's because for once in my life I want to do something good. In Oliver I see goodness. It shows me that the world isn't all shit. Just the parts that I live in.
You can escape all that. Come with me to the police. For protection. Whatever you've done, there can always be a redemption, a second chance.
I'm too mired in it to ever escape. But there's one more thing I have to do. One more person I have to try and save, even if it kills me.
It's never too late.
It is for me. You see, your wife...
What about it?
I'm sorry. I was there. It wasn't meant to happen. Promise me you'll save Oliver.
I promise.
business is that then? You were watched tonight. Every word you said was heard.
Stop all you can. I've been treating you, but now we saw it happen to me. I'm helplessly tired.
She was my friend. She deserved better than this.
Fagin! We're done for. They're sirens. They're coming, Fagin. Coming for us.
What about you? Too old. Too old and tired. This place, these businesses are all I have. I can't run if I will go to prison up the long stretch. It's just a short, quick journey for me. And what about Oliver? Let him rest. His nightmare might be about to end.
The headlines this evening. The establishment has been robbed today following dawn raids which resulted in the arrest of over 30 people by police, investigating allegations of long-standing abuse at a children's home in Mudfog, as well as the director of the home and his wife, and a well-known businessman. There are believed to be many well-known so-called pillars of the community who had some connection with this or other homes. The police will be holding a press conference later this evening.
Well, it's finally come to an end, Oliver.
So they believed my story then?
Everything you said was confirmed by Noah Claypole. He told them absolutely everything, trying to save his own skin.
What'll happen to him?
Oh, he'll get a lesser sentence, but he'll be looking over his shoulder from now on. Certain people don't take kindly to informants.
Nancy informed you.
And I'm very glad she did. She was a very brave woman.
Mrs. Brownlow was brave too.
Yes. And your mother. 3 women, Oliver, who loved you very much. Talking of, I have something for you. Here.
My mother's locket!
Your locket, Oliver. It was your mother's. And her name wasn't Olivia, it was Ophelia. Quite a fitting name for a tragic heroine.
Fagin. And monks?
Fagin hanged herself. Monks, skipped bail, gone abroad. I doubt we'll ever hear from them again. But they took his DNA and they compared it to yours. That story he told, perhaps the only honest thing he ever did in his life. Everything your mother had and he took,